Are you thinking about moving abroad for love? Well, it's not as simple as packing everything up and jetting off into the sunset. While that can sound dreamy and romantic, there's often a lot more involved in such a huge life change. There is a lot to consider before you buy that one-way ticket to move abroad for love. And in this video, we'll explore the 11 questions you should ask yourself before making a move abroad for love. Hello, if you're new here, my name is Cepee, rhymes with peppy from SheHitRefresh.com. And I help women age 30 and over break free from a life of routine so they can move abroad or travel the world long term. And that is exactly what I did. At the age of 35, back in 2015, I moved from Texas to Spain on my own. It has now been 7 years, and I have to say, it is the best decision I've ever made. And if you're here, you're probably thinking of doing something quite similar. So I want to thank you so much for tuning into my channel. On this channel, I talk about moving abroad specifically for US citizens. And I'd love to invite you to like this video, turn on notifications, and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on any future move abroad content. So moving abroad for love can be a tricky situation. Emotions can be heightened, and you might find yourself in a situation where you're making a rash decision just so that you can stay in your relationship. And of course, people in your life are going to have strong opinions on the matter, so it's really important to just weed through all of that noise and make sure you're making the best decision for you. So before we get into the 11 questions that will help you make the best decision, I just want to give my weekly shout out. And this week's shout out goes out to Charlie Bryan, who commented on my video, Moving Abroad, What to Do with Your Stuff. And Charlie says, we're planning to move abroad in 1.5 to 2 years, and we've already started downsizing. It's a bit embarrassing to realize how much stuff we have accumulated over the years. I didn't think about scanning and shredding. I'm so glad you shared that reminder. Yes, thank you so much, Charlie, for commenting on my video. It is so true. Over the years, or if you've been in your house for decades, you will be surprised by how much stuff that you actually have. And going through all of that can be a timely process and also really emotional. So make sure to check out my video if anyone out there watching is looking to downsize and declutter before they move abroad. And yes, scanning documents is one of my #1 tips. Now, if you'd like to get a shout out on a future video, all you have to do is leave a comment or question below, and you never know, you might be my next shout out. All right, so without further ado, let's dive in. Here are the 11 important questions that you should ask yourself before moving abroad for love. All right, so #1 is a really obvious one, but you need to evaluate how stable is your relationship right now. So yes, one of the first things to consider before you move abroad for love is the current state of your relationship. So you gotta be completely honest with yourself. Think about how long you've been in the relationship. Are you a committed couple? Do you have the labels boyfriend, girlfriend? Maybe you're engaged or even married. These things actually do matter. So really take time to think about how solid you feel your relationship is, because picking up your life to move on the other side of the world for someone else requires a really high level of commitment and trust in your relationship. And of course, you're going to want to make sure you have a solid foundation, because moving abroad can be really stressful and put a lot of stress on your relationship. Everything from culture shock to moving costs to just navigating your new life abroad, it's really going to change the day-to-day of your life, which can have an impact on your relationship. You're going to face a lot of unexpected challenges along the way, so you really want to make sure that you're doing this with someone and navigating this new life abroad with someone who really is a true partner. The last thing that you want to do is really upend your whole life for someone by moving abroad, only to find out that y'all are just not able to make it work. All right, #2, the second question you should ask yourself when moving abroad for love is pretty practical, and this is, can you legally make the move abroad? So while you may want to move to a foreign country with your love, you really need to be practical and see if you can do so, because a lot of countries will only let US citizens stay there for up to 90 days on a tourist visa. So after that, you're going to have to leave or find a way to be able to stay legally. So one option is that you and your partner may qualify for a spouse visa or partner visa, and that allows you as the partner to be able to reside and maybe even work abroad in the country that you're moving to if you are the spouse or partner of the visa holder. So you're gonna have to check out the specifics for the country that you're moving to, because that is going to vary from country to country. If you're not able to qualify for a spouse or partner visa, there are a lot of other options out there, such as digital nomad visas, residency visas, non-lucrative visas, work visas, student visas, just to name a few. And if you're interested in knowing what those are for Europe, if you're interested in moving to Europe with your partner, please check out my digital book, I'm Outta Here, an American's ultimate visa guide to living in Europe, where I cover the 18 easiest countries to move to and go over in detail over 50 viable visa options. All right, the next question to ask yourself is, can you afford to move abroad? So the truth is that moving abroad is not cheap. However, it's important to note that you don't have to be wealthy to do it. But even if your company is giving your significant other a stipend for moving abroad, that's not going to take care of everything. So it's really important to just crunch your numbers to ensure that you can afford to live abroad and be comfortable doing so before you actually get there. So a good rule of thumb is to have at least 6 months of living expenses saved before you embark on a big life change like this. It's just great to have a cushion like this because it gives you peace of mind while you're trying to get settled in a new environment, and it will alleviate some of the financial stress that comes with a big move abroad. Question number 4 is, are there language and cultural differences to consider? So if you've lived in one place or in one country your whole life, you just get used to it. Your behaviors, your beliefs, your lifestyle, and everything that you are is completely influenced by the place that you grew up in. So by moving abroad to a brand new place that's going to have different culture and is going to be foreign, it's going to challenge much of what you know, think, and believe, which I think is a really positive thing. I think it's great to challenge our perspectives of the world, but it is really important if you're moving abroad for someone to just take into account what the language and cultural differences might be. This way you have an idea of what you're getting into, and you can also prepare your best so that you'll be more comfortable in the foreign country that you're moving to. Question number 5 is, how will you make new friends abroad? So when you move abroad for your significant other, you're leaving behind your whole circle of friends and family. And as we all know, it is hard enough making friends as an adult in your home country, so let alone in a brand new country. So just make sure that you are up for putting in the work that it takes to make new friends in a new country. I think it's important to have a strategy of how you're going to make new friends when you move overseas. I know that can sound a little bit silly, but friendships are not just going to happen on their own, especially if you're not going with a school or you're not going for work. So some tips for that is, there's plenty of online expat groups where you can meet other women or other people who have moved abroad and also maybe moved abroad with their significant other. I actually have a whole video on how to make friends abroad after 30, so check that out for all my tips there. One tip that I'll share here though is that if you know anyone who has lived abroad or who has friends or families abroad, you can always ask around to see if anyone in your network can connect you with anyone in the country that you're moving to, because going into your move with already having connections is going to make a big difference. The next question to ask yourself is, how will moving abroad impact your career? So moving abroad is going to change so much about your life, but it may also impact your career trajectory. So you're going to have to find out if your company is going to let you keep your job and take that abroad so you can work remotely from there, or if you're going to have to quit your job and find something new. Either way, there's going to be a lot of changes involved. So again, if you have to find a job abroad, be mindful of your visa options. Again, it's really hard for a U.S. citizen to get a work visa abroad. So it may not be so easy. And of course, even if you're able to obtain a work visa, it can take months for that to be approved. So just understand what the requirements are, what your options are, and if there are even opportunities for a company to sponsor you to work in the country that you're thinking of moving to. And last, maybe you should think about too, if the work that you do is not very common in the country that you're moving to. Because if you're not able to find work, the work that you do, you're gonna have to get a little bit creative and see how you can repurpose those skills, or maybe even get new skills for a different path. If you need some help in thinking about some jobs that you can do online and remotely, some of the most in-demand ones, I also have a video for that, so I'll drop that here too. Just click and take a look at some of the most popular jobs that you can do from anywhere in the world. Question number 7 is, are you familiar with the country you're moving to? So before you move abroad, it's really important to do some research on the country you are considering moving to if you've never been there before. If you've never been, you can also ask people you know that have been there and check information online to get an idea. But really, if you have enough time and money, I would highly recommend doing a kind of recon trip and go check out the country before you commit to moving there. Think of this as like a little test drive for your future life. Definitely spend as much time as you can there, soak in the environment, the culture, just experience as much as you can to make sure that it's somewhere that you can actually see yourself living. So one of the biggest questions to ask yourself and your partner is whether this move is going to be temporary or a permanent move abroad. Will you just be there for a few months or a few years, or is the plan to really settle down roots there and make this country your new forever home? And depending on the answer to this question, that will inform a lot of the other decisions that you're going to make. So if it's temporary, that actually gives you an expiration date on the experience. So that can make it easier to make the move. And you can really see this as just a little short-term adventure, and then you'll return to your previous life. But if it's a long-term or permanent move, you want to probably put more weight into your decision to make sure that you are making the right decision for you. All right, we're getting close to the end of the list here. Number 9 is to ask yourself, how will you stay connected to your support system? So yeah, I mean, it is difficult to imagine your everyday without your family or your circle of best friends living nearby. So to help smooth that transition of moving abroad, it's important to have a plan around how you're going to stay in touch with the people that you care about the most. So I definitely recommend setting up regular phone calls or video chats. And of course, if you have any friends or family that have the travel bug and can come visit you, ask them. Plan to have people come visit you in your new country so you can explore together. And just having that little piece of home available to you, whether that's virtual or in person, really will make a big difference in your mental state and how you feel about being away from the ones that you love. All right, number 10 is kind of a downer, but we gotta be real. What happens if you break up? So of course, it's never pleasant to think about a relationship ending, but the truth is, it's an unfortunate reality for so many. So my advice is just before you plan on committing to moving abroad for your partner, just have a game plan in place of what you would do if the relationship does not work out. So think about it. Would you want to stay in your new country that you moved to and try to make it work on your own? If the answer is yes, then think about, what would you do about housing, friends, job, and everything else? Just make sure that it's somewhere you'd want to be and someplace that you want to make a life for yourself on your own. So on the flip side, maybe you already know that you would move home in a heartbeat if your relationship didn't work out. So just think about your game plan there, about how soon you would be able to move back, what you would do about housing, and everything else you're going to have to consider with the move back to the US on your own. Of course, though, the hope is that everything will work out between you and your partner, but it's always good just to have that backup plan in case if things do fall through unexpectedly. All right, and here we are at the last question to ask yourself. And I think this is probably the most important question is, do you want to move abroad? So it might sound like an overly simplistic question, but really before you move abroad for love, you must decide for yourself whether you actually want to move abroad. So just take out everybody else's opinions and just think about your own. Because of course, only you can answer whether or not you truly want to make a big life change like this. And of course, there's no right or wrong answer. It's just the right one for you. All right, well, we have come to the end of the video. I hope you can see here that moving abroad for love is not an easy choice, but hopefully these questions will help you make sure that you're making the best choice for you. And if you're considering moving abroad for love, or if you have, I would love to hear about it. So let me know in the comments. And of course, just a few more resources for you. If you're looking to move to Europe, please check out my digital book, I'm Outta Here, an American's Ultimate Visa Guide to Living in Europe, where I go over the 18 easiest countries to move to based on over 50 viable visa options. You'll find detailed information about all these visa options and countries in the book. Of course, if you're a woman age 30 and over, please join my Facebook group, She Hit Refresh, where you can meet over 10,000 like-minded women who are interested in making a move abroad. You'll find tons of information, inspiration, and resources and support to help you with your own move. And last but not least, if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and turn on notifications so that you don't miss out on any future move abroad content.